Boom. Hello, how's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody grooving? I'm just making I'm just making sure that all of my links work, just making sure that all the posts are working, just making sure that we're downloaded and we're feeling fresh, we're feeling moisturized, we're feeling great. Boom, 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 boom. How is everybody doing? How is everything? It's the weekend, finally. I mean, I say that all the time, but it's true all the time, so am I wrong? Have a bit of an annoying week, but generally feeling up for doing more of this. I've got to assume there's not that much left of it, right? Like, I haven't looked into it, but generally you can base like how long's left of an expansion on like what level your character is, you know? And I feel like my character's like 97 or something, 98. So blimmin' like 2 levels worth left, right? That's how it works. He says hopefully. Hell if I know. Hell if anyone knows, frankly. Well, there's many people that know. Anyway, let's transfer over. Now, the reason I said transfer over is because it will take about a minute to log in. And so I don't think anyone will have missed anything. Last time, that's what we should do last time. Last time, we made it, we did the whole Ruklamat thing. Ruklamat's great. Become the Dawn servant with our brother. Then we decided to go across the bridge. And we went into definitely not the Wild West, but it is the Wild West. And it's not oil, it's ceruleum. Or whatever the blue thing's called. It's blue, so it can't be oil. And we met this sheriff that was obviously evil, and then we found out that the sheriff is obviously vice sheriff, who's obviously evil, and then we met this other guy who told us that that sheriff, yeah, he was obviously evil. The second in command sheriff, he was evil, and then we found it out. We tried to solve it. This idiot blimmin' stopped us from being able to solve it by speaking, but then we were like, nah. He's like, nah, I've got a plan. It's a devious plan. It's so devious that you'll never know it's coming. And then, bada bing, bada boom, we're starting it now, which is effectively just to get a load of evidence that he's smuggling stuff and he's part of this gang, and then to catch him in the act so that he can't say anything else. And now we're about to talk to him because he's right there. It's this boy that doesn't look very happy. Hello. The Yachi were likely that Shintoni's doing. What's his angle? Huh. And then there's that brat. It's past time I dealt with him. Give him a poke. Say. / poke. No poke. No poke. Huh? What's this? An unfamiliar face in these parts. Have you need of the Dust Watch, miss? Yeah, I saw this terrible guy. He robbed me. It was horrendous. What? Zakoa tried to rob you, but you apprehended him? I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from prison, he turned to a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, miss. Might I trouble you to take me to him? I've never had a villain that's following me. That's a rarity if I ever seen one. Ooh, I can ask I can have a little talk with him. Oh, I'm definitely doing that. Not that it is an appropriate time for me to play tour guide, but if you insist, the Seshwazi Springs is home to a thriving cerulean mining industry. The prospect of an easy coin has attracted some unsavory undesirables, though. Well, thank you for that. I agree with you. One of them's right here. He's not desirable. He's not making a six-figure sum and is nice and friendly and will... I don't know. I was trying to think of other things that would be a desirable thing for dating, but I don't know these things. I mean, look at me. Come on. More of Sanshaya. I know I get all of the names wrong. I'm sorry. Is this the place? I don't see him. Just a little further. Ah, I see. Very well, lead on. Ooh, more talking points. I mean, we've got to stall him, right? That was the point. We're stalling him. Oh, look, it's the blue bomb things. You know they're scarier because blue fire is hotter. Except for the times when it isn't hot, because you just burned a specific metal that is blue. There's gold in these fields. Blue gold. Ahem, but be wary of the beasts in these parts. They may prefer to snack on ceruleum, but for you, I'd reckon they'd make an exception. What? That's... Why would you thinly veil... That's a thinly veiled threat, right? I don't know. It felt like it, at the very least. God, I am blimmin' freezing today. I'm so annoyed. It's at that temperature where it's like, it's not actually freezing, but it's... It's not actually freezing, but it's blimmin' cold enough that it's so close to freezing that it just annoys you. Is this the place then? I could have sworn I left him here. Is this some sort of joke? Of all that... Let's keep moving. Okay, the first one was made a bit more sense there. A little bit further. But going like... I swear I left him here. This big rock is such a good... point. If I had left him here, then I'd know. You know, because it's pretty obvious. This better be the place. I left him tied around a big rock. Must have been a different rock. My patience is wearing awfully thin, miss. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I would dearly regret. Jesus, I didn't realize he'd flirt with me. What the hell is that? No, not Pretender Fabuloso. I think those are one of those things you've got to like group up as like a party and go fight. There's part of me that wanted to call the title today of this. Part of me wanted to call it like, I'm not playing Monster Hunter. This isn't Monster Hunter Wilds, but it is in the wilds. The Wild West. Unless you'd rather I feed you one raw needle and all... Cut the chit-chat. Right, I said that completely wrong. It was... If you don't want me to feed you one needle and all, cut the chit-chat. I understand it now. Sorry about that. Alright, where is he? There he is. Come out of hiding. Come out of hiding. No? Is he gonna kill me? I don't see him anywhere. Where is Zakowa? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Confound it, he must have escaped. That's it. I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you. Hey, Withwee, you looking for me? Hey, there he is. If you want to place me under arrest, you're gonna have to work a little harder. See, I was right. He escaped. You're begging for a cell by the time I'm... You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you. Oh, it's the empty street.
Wahoote!
Wahoote.
Finally caught up to me, I see.
Oh, that's a cool... okay, it's easier to say when they say it like that. Wahoote!
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw.
If it isn't our young outlaw.
You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
What do you mean, you idiot?
Hey, that's my jewelry.
And my bag! So you found the stolen good.
That's fine work.
This barrel was at Chisenowetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola.
Indeed.
The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
Yeah, he's right there.
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you've seen it then?
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, she came through the city.
No, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
Definitely. Definitely. You would have had to have arrested yourself. You'd have to have arrested yourself. No, wait, was it? What was
What's
it?
the meaning of this, Wahoote?
What is the meaning of this?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear.
But you said you'd never seen it before.
They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
Do you know who I am?
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
The duel.
You don't mean...
Of course. You're a sheriff. You can do it. I called you a chef for a long period of time. But that's because my brain's horrendous.
Wahute, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
Exactly.
Yeah, have at it.
Yeah, have it.
Let your pistols do the talking.
Well, they're more like rifles.
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
Oh, so he's a coward. No, that's kidding. If I wouldn't want to do it either.
You refuse then? Huh. A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
Yeah, ha ha ha. Everybody laugh. Yes, look at the laughing.
All right, boy. But remember,
You asked for this.
Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
Be quiet. Just watch.
Even if it's rubber bullets, they're being shot out of a fucking gun. Wow, they literally had him on the side with all the stolen stuff. They're tumbleweed crabs. I love them. Ooh.
Oh, you little shit!
Oh, you little shit. Woo, you did it.
Looks like you've gotten slow in your old age, Vulture.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
I mean, he did say that it is still our word against theirs, right? If we want to be logical. Unless he crashes out right now and just starts having a tantrum. Also, it doesn't say that his friends were also not criminals.
I apologize for dueling in the middle of town. If you want to lock me up, then lock me up. But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
Well, we got no way of proving that.
You drew your gun within town limits.
Right. So did he.
But Wahute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense.
Which is insane, by the
You're free
way.
to go.
You beat someone who drew first.
As are your friends.
Well, you wouldn't be able to hold me.
Ah, you're not such a bad guy after all.
Just a man of the wilds, like you. But to think that Wahute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
That is a pretty
What are you
not
gonna
good.
do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
Tonatenui. Jesus, that's a name I'm never gonna get right.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody.
How will you know?
But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow.
Is that how you spell straight in that specific phrase? I would have gone for S-T-A-I-G-H-T. As in, like,
What
straight
about
line.
you, Zakawa? What do you intend to do now?
Junior Sheriff?
Why, what I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Yeah. I mean, it's technically illegal the old-fashioned way.
Here, this was Vawuk Lamotte's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
Yes, a person very dear to her.
Very dear to her. I wish I could roll them like that.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for
My
your help
thanks.
apprehending the vulture.
It's high noon. My thanks for getting rid of the butcher. Yeah, I can't do the voice. I'm sorry. The problem with it is it's cool, and my voice is inherently whiny. And you do not get whiny plus cool. That's not a combo. I've yet to see... Well, maybe like Freezer, I guess. That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all wells that ends well. All's well that ends well. Finally! It's over! I couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. Don't. Now that we have the bracelet, let us return to the springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We're planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. Boop. Off to Springfield. Except there's no field and not really any springs. Well, there is a spring, but not the spring you'd want when you're thirsty. Boop. Diddle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. My bracelet. Thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It is a part of me I can never hope to replace. Truly, Wooklamad is blessed with such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us as more as long-standing acquaintances. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depths of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Yeah, he's a tsundere. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be a bandit leader. I always knew something wasn't quite right with him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. Ha ha ha! There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. I like it. I'm liking this as an outfit. I like the scarf. I'd like you to meet my best friends, Kiwanka, Kuakana, and Luwine. If it wasn't for you believing in Zawoka and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it is to see that bastard Wetweet put behind bars. We never gave up hope that Zakoma would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now and lacking in strength. Besides, some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dust Watch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day, so no one will get better than us again. Isn't that right? I can't speak. I'm so sorry I can't speak. And the accent is not helping. Right. And you'll teach us how to draw your pistol so fast, won't you? Well, we wouldn't need to duel if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure everyone can match or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days I'll be sure to repay it. On that, you have my word. Until we meet again. Ooh, you're a cute... I've got a cat on me. She's very, very cute. If you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here a while yet, though. Do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Were you not planning on to take the train home? Oh, train services have been suspended. Didn't I tell you? What? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnels was closed as well. An earthquake? It must have happened when we were still down south. There's been quite a few tremors of late, and rather large ones struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you could speak with the station master yourself. Well, I guess we can start walking. Let's do that. The station is just over there. I like the glowing sort of Incan Aztec-y style bit here. I don't like this bit. Can you see where I'm pointing at? I don't like the glowing bit of my weapon. The actual blade just looks a bit too clunky for what I think of when I think of a katana. I'm all up for like clunky weapons, but only if they're like great swords. It seems people aren't too happy about the train delays.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
What? How dare they?
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
That is not a shirt. Please, just... How did you think that was good? What is that giving you in terms of warmth? Why was there a fire right there? This person is so much an anime protagonist.
Come to complain too.
No, we saw it. We heard about it.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work.
We'll do it. We'll do some work.
It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
Oh no.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
have
feed
to
it at all.
admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Okay, somebody did a big explosion.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good question.
Seriously? You're offering to help?
Yeah, why not? We got
What about
nothing to
you, my
do.
friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
No, I'm
Oh,
good.
If you were willing to lend us a hand too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
Well, you're coming on a bit too much there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm Shenza, by
Hello,
the way.
Shenza.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Fairly reasonable name that I can
If you
understand
would
and
please
say.
step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I played a couple of demos. I talked about a couple
Sorry
of them.
for dragging you into this.
I played the Monster Train 2 demo. Seems fun. I like progression and seeing a lot of the former enemies now allies. Really fun to see. I'd give that a try, by the way. There they are. That's me.
That's them, the two volunteers.
Yeah, why not?
Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe.
Nitoikwe, hello.
And this grizzled mug is Zoppia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Okay, Zoppia.
Much obliged for the help.
Much
I'll make it worth
obliged
your
for the
while, I
world.
promise.
Make it worth your while, I promise. Sorry, I'm trying to get the voice, that's why I do it. That is very similar. Holy damn.
Something the matter?
That's where would you happen to be a fan of trolleys?
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
That's hilarious. That is actually funny.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber.
Sure.
We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get.
Sure.
In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata Yonan Plain.
It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first.
Hetsaro territory. Who are they? Are they your people?
Come on, no time to waste.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what were you doing in here then? If you're saying that there's no time to waste. Oh, I wonder if... Oh, there's no one else here that was blooming in another dimension like I was. I will say this, by the way. This face, her face here, especially in that cutscene, felt so much different than any other face I'd seen in this game. I don't know why. It was like the fact it looks like it was dry from the temperature and all that. I don't know. It felt like it was completely different. As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroad. Come, let's follow Wawilika. Wawika. I think it's Wawika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot if you want. You can see it from outside. I'm quite taken back with the sleek design of the head end myself, though if you peek through the window you can probably catch a glimpse of it. Enough jabbering, Shensa. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do, so let's get to it. But why? We'll see you later. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station if it's on the way. No, but why did us two appearing make such a big difference? I don't 100% really understand that. Like, you had manual labor people, you guys could have done that. It's only chopping down wood. If it's asking permission, you don't know that both me and him are, like, seasoned negotiators and diplomats. Maybe you're just like, oh, we got enough people that we feasibly could cut down wood? Like, what were you doing before, then? I don't... is it in here? Oh, it's in here, okay. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it was to ship goods throughout the wild now. Right, Mewatson should be the northeast of here. Let us continue on. Do-do. Do-do-do. I'm interested to see if this is literally... It's just a Native... It's a Native American place, isn't it? It just 100% is. They've literally got the teepees that would be like the generically what people would assume they have. I'm not sure if that's actually what they have, because I haven't researched Native American culture. That is still the right way of saying it, right? God, I hope so. I don't want to be offensive to anyone. Ah, there you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had a direct dealing with the people of the Mewat zone, but I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, and so as does their land. It's the only place that has trees, weirdly. And they're like pretty big trees, and there's a lot of like leaves on them, which is weird for a very warm climate, or a deserty warm climate. Ah, such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the overpowering ceruleum of the springs. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, traveler, and welcome. I am Hiwatu, chief of the Mewat zone, and this is my son, Shapatu. A pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome. Apologies for our sudden intrusion. I am Wawilika, station master of Dawntrail Railing. The recent earthquakes have damaged our tracks and we require timber to make repairs. This is Notta and Erenville who have volunteered to assist us in the restoration effort. Hello. Do they know me? You're a most curious air of you, of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest hint of blood-soaked soil of lands unknown. I gather you're not from these lands? I hail from Erosia. Truly? I would love to know more of your lands and the lands you have seen. Gladly. I got all the time in the world. I am told your people hold tradition in the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hesau, in particular, have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads, the Hesau teach us all these. The Hetso teach us all these things and more. It is for that reason I believe that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see that word Hetso. It means leader of soul in the Hetsaru tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hetsaru. Here we look to the Rockneek for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of Aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influence. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. Such as? We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbours in the land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you'll follow me... God, their designs are awesome. They look awesome. I'm sorry. Like the black and whites with the occasional pinks that come from the cat ears. It's just such a cool design. But then again, I've always been up for that sort of black and white sort of colour scheme. That's always been my kind of thing. I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. The Rockneek have made the potential for danger plain. As you may have heard, the temperament have become erratic of late. Their temperament has become erratic of late. A stableman near Hetstratwi mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? We have our suspicions, since others were drawn to this land by ceruleum. Shaloni has undergone a transformation. And the railroads are a part of it. As strong and resilient as they may seem, the Rockneek are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plain may well cause them distress. As my father has said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this we can't help but worry. Somebody's done this that's a more, what's the word? Extreme version of these guys. Understandably, I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hitsaru, but all of the Shaloni. Perhaps we should bring this to attention of Val Konoha. Val Konoha, you say? We know him only through rumors. Is he, apparently, how shall I put this? Hard-headed and aloof. He values technology. Advancement, and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Mind your tongue, Shapato. It would have been true before. Well, there is a grain of truth to the rumors. He is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. He is a passionate man who cares for his people, like his sister. Is that so? That is certainly a side of him we weren't aware of. Not a thought beside Vought Conahar in the right of succession. I'd take her word over rumors. You took part in the right of succession? You're that close to the Dawn servants? I was grateful for any help, but I had no idea I had recruited a bona fide hero. The succession of Dawn servants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Val Conahar for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I am hopeful that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, you have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We are terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Rockneek foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad, and if needs be, we will seek Val Conahar's counsel. My thanks again for your time and the timber. We shall endeavour to return the favour. I hope to see you again soon. I've got a feeling you've got a brother, and that brother is more specifically extreme than you are, is my guess. We have more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given so much. Mind waiting here for a spell while I round up a few hands to get it over? I'm glad that I'm glad that went well, and thankfully it seems we won't need to make several trips for lumber. Right, let's see what our new weapon is actually. Because I maybe might prefer it. Let's have a look at it. Okay. Okay. I don't mind it. What's the weapon look like? Okay. I don't mind it. That's actually quite decent. While we wait, we could start by moving the timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long if we split the work. Sure. Oh, we're not taking the logs. Okay, that makes it so much easier. I think we could potentially start taking these now. 2 minutes? What the heck? Why do they put a timer on it? You telling me I can only hold this for 2 minutes? You know, the more I explore this area, the more I am 100% certain that we will, after doing Dawntrail, we'll go back, just kind of at least do all the blue missions on stream, just because it feels like learning a bit more about the culture would just be really fun to do, honestly. And they normally have like in-game cutscenes, which aren't that bad. No, 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 it hurts. Please, please, please. Oh, thank God. I was wondering that you would... I was hoping I was scared that they were gonna... Like, one hit would make me drop it. Because that's happened before. I think this will be more than enough. This will be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. Oh, they have a Rockneek. We will see to the rest. I don't know what voice I'm giving them at the moment. Once we've repaired the tracks, we'll have you on our first train out of here. Ain't that right, Chief? As much as I'd love to make it so there ain't any spots for it available. You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. That's fine. Namaki and no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right the way they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's breathtaking sight, let me tell you. And Nawaki will be driving. No engineer compares to her, and it's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own Shenzar, and we've still more to do. I'll find you somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Charlene you're keen to see, I'll leave it to you. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the Aetherite. Okay, the more I look at that sword, the more I'm actually, like, kind of okay with it. Walkneek, you're not supposed to do this. You know this. I don't want to kill you very nice beasts. I get random stuff in my inventory that I have no need for. I'll eat a muffin. Don't mind me, I'm just here to get the, get the blimmin' Aetherite. Boom. Oh, right. It's halfway through, so we may as well just go this way. Merry Christmas! Oh, why did I have to call it a mirage? It could have been real. We could have been given presents. That's fine. Oh, they're not even there yet. I guess we are passing the time over there, so that makes sense. God, do you ever feel like every year you're getting like less and less control over like what your body actually does and what what actually comes out of your mouth? Like, I don't know. If you ask me, I have no idea how long I was saying chef instead of sheriff when I was doing that intro. Because, I mean, for better or for worse, I just assumed I was saying the right thing and I wasn't. It didn't sound weird to me. Have you had your fill of the sights? Well, they appear to have almost finished. I'm seeing those other cutscenes. Yeah. Let's do it. Ooh, I get to sit down and watch a cool movie. Let's watch it go. Maybe we can turn it down. Maybe put a silencer on the top. Maybe not for that.
A glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
I'm sure she was.
Here she comes!
Sure. I don't know why I'm waving so enthusiastic. He's not that far away. There's gonna be another explosion. That's what it feels like at the very least. Do you need to see where you're going on a train? Like, because you're on a track, like, so it's not like you gotta swerve or anything.
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
Thanks to you. Yeah, cool. I can't do it, no matter how I try and replicate.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Yeah, is Cerulean better than... I guess,
Hey,
no, the
that's true.
Guardians also use
Don't
that.
think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
I get it.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Nah, that's hogwash. That'll never happen.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Tyrol. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani.
Yeah.
And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or
I mean, it's
another
very
that we
advanced, and it's weird that it's just here, but I guess this is where the ceruleum's easiest to get.
But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate
I imagine they
dream.
have a problem getting up hills. And I'm not proficient in, like, steam trains, but surely a hill would just, like, you got to get a lot of power to get it up there because of the weight. Oh, this was a nice little adventure. Oh, the Rock Nika over there. They don't seem too agitated.
Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Oh. That's another explosion, isn't it?
Not another one? You can't be serious.
Oh, that doesn't seem like an earthquake. That felt like a directed attack. That's like a storm. Like a dust tornado, maybe?
Gods have mercy.
What did they say? What's happened? Oh, damn. What the hell? What the hell is that?
What in the flying? What's happening?
I got no idea, mate.
Oh, the train. Nitobekwe and the others.
Yeah, they're stuck in that, mate.
My home lies that way as well.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not doing very well either.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
That's not your job, surely. That's the Dust Watch. Or the Lands Guard. I was having fun repairing a train, and now it feels like it's gotten very serious. Oh, the nursemaid's in there as well. Hey, look, they got hover tanks? What are they? What the heck is this? Are these Alligans again? I know they said it wasn't Alligans, but it's very Alligan coded. Very, very Alligan coded.
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal?
Oh no, they're not going to do very well. They're just going to insta-destroy Toriolo, aren't they? We need to get back right now. I don't know what this is. Well, I've got a suspicion it's something related to the blimmin' pyramid that the first promise activated. And yes, I am calling the first promise because I forgot his name and probably never remembered his name, if I'm being honest. What the hell happened here? Is that all the Landsguard down?
Heavens forfend.
Oh, hey.
You're here.
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning.
I'm doing good.
The people need our help.
That is a lot of huge ships. Oh god, they're literally just wearing sci-fi stuff.
understand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I don't know what they are.
Yeah. I do remember you. I do remember you. I recognize the name.
Someone help me, please. Oh.
Jesus, that's brutal. Oh, damn, taken in one shot. Hey, honestly, like, I remember... Oh god, what the heck is happening here? Sorry, I'll get back to you, hold on a second. What are they doing? They're stealing, like, their energy? Wow, I'm not that near. I appreciate the settlement, but I'm not that near. It's honestly, it's like, my averages are like 1 or 2. Like, it's not to the point where it's possible yet.
Thank you.
I'm
Save the things. Just get to safety.
I'm honestly nowhere near the levels where I'm gonna be affiliate anytime soon. I got to 50 followers, which I was I didn't know what to think when I heard about that.
Quickly, before it's overrun.
But I don't feel like
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
I'm gonna get to the average viewership thing anytime soon. Which is fine. I've never had any expectations when I came into this.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to take my blade next?
Yeah, go on, Bakul Jaja, you got this. Oh, he's doing a last stand though, isn't he? Who is that? Oh, she's going to be some sort of ancient princess or something. Yeah, it's one of those things. If this time next year I'm still not hitting affiliate, I'm still going to do it if I'm having fun. That's what I've always said I'll do. Oh damn, he's upgrading himself. Oh no.
That you should still live.
Sriracha?
By the gods, what has happened to you?
I did prefer him before.
This is your butchery, isn't it?
I do like the sort of purple underneath the tail bit though. That's kind of cool.
After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
No, he's gonna say something. This is my guess, right? Shot in the dark. He's gonna say something along the lines of, "Betray you? You've betrayed me." You know, like something like that. Oh no, I've immediately failed. Is this an...
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuli Yolal and surrender of all its territories.
Why are you saying it to that guy? He's not the Dawn Servant.
Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
You can try.
Gone mad?
No, my ambition remains unchanged.
He did want like a war that would like that stretch past his kingdom, so it's not too weird.
To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
He's trying to do the Code Geass thing, if anyone's ever watched Code Geass, where like you unite the world under your tyranny and then you off yourself, and then it's like, well, the world is now constantly at peace. It doesn't really work like that, but
What has changed you so much and in so short a time?
I don't think...
Harmed the very people you swore to serve.
I feel like he was always like this, hidden underneath. Maybe he's being slightly controlled. They seem to put an emphasis on this circular thing on him.
This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
Jesus.
You have heard my ultimatum.
Why is he saying it to them?
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
You're weakened, and he was even to you before. Come on.
Papa, wait. I should be the one to do this.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Very well. This is definitely going to be your final act.
Ozoralja is strong. He has never been father's equal in combat.
He's just got an upgrade, mate. Those average soldiers were beating average Landsguard.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
What? Why did you think he was long dead? Oh, that's being mind controlled. There's something in the Golden City that is taking over him. We're intervening before he dies, right? We have to. I don't want him dying. I know what's gonna happen, but I don't want it to happen.
My son, and forgive me.
There's no way he's actually done. There's no way. There's no way. He is definitely a boss. He's getting back up. He's got to be getting back up. He's gotta. There's no way. Come on. Go back up. Yeah, I knew it. Blimmin' healing spell.
What? How? Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed.
Yeah, that's too much like he's being controlled.
You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one. I shall even the odds.
Oh, he's gonna copy himself. Oh no, he's gonna take over completely? Oh, what is this? One shot? No, 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 no. Someone stop this. Please, someone stop this. That was a badass sequence, but please someone stop this. No! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Some Alpha no heal. Alpha no heal them. Alpha no Alice heal. Please, let me deal with this.
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
Please, please heal. Please heal.
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom.
And watch
Strike me
it fall.
down, like I did father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Sriracha, wait!
What happened to the dude?
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
I've defeated Garlean ships before that have been about that size, but I guess probably the technology is better. Yeah, you need to go help everybody. I really, really wanted my guy to step in before this happened. No, Papa, you can't die. He can't. Well, what half of him already did, in fairness. Like, I don't want to be mean. But, like, half of him did die already. Do I care about this? Oh, I did. Do I like that one? Do I care about this? What is this? Fending? I don't do fending. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh well. It's what I've been told to put on. How? How could this happen? They really shouldn't have put that music in when somebody's... Mom's just there, not even looking. I wish I could help, but I didn't take any healing classes. Okay. Come on, Alpha now.
I am beyond saving.
No, don't say that.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
Yeah, Mom's there. Come on, say yes.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Oh no.
Look after my children.
All of them?
What? I'm an old fossil like you. We've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Why can't a blooming good king get to live his life in like with a vacation and exploring the world?
Aye, you can count on it.
No.
Oglamat. Kona.
Gonna.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
They are.
Please, Father, you must save their strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Oh no. No. Jesus. Oh Jesus. Why didn't we join him? Why is it always that kind of last stand where we're not allowed to join? Why? Right, so, Val Wuklamat, Val Konoha, I bring Word from the city. The enemies have withdrawn, and the Landsguard have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all that we can. I thank you for the report. Please inform the Guard that they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. That armor does look incredibly good. The people. I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you. Thank you. There's sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I can count. We'll split up and help all of them. You can count on us. Alphino, Alisay, could you take Bayside Bevy and Kral and Erenville, the palace perimeter? As for Notta, please come to the Resplendent Quarter with me. We'll all meet back afterwards. Yeah, sure. I really don't like this outfit. I might change it. I know, I like to stick with outfits that fit the world, so normally the ones that are given to us. But I really don't like this outfit. I just don't think it fits, for one, the build of my character. I think that's the biggest thing for me. Charge to here. Thank you. I thought I was done for. I heard something disturbing. The enemy leader, they say he looked like Zaruljar. But that can't be true, can it? Why would the first promise attack his own people? But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? Is this ship still up in the sky? Oh, it's too cloudy to see. It was a shame, Zaruljar. I wonder if at some point you had good intentions. But I can't call what you're doing now good intentions anymore. Thank you, the pain is better now, but I can't stop shaking. Where do they come from? Why do they attack us? What are these things still in the sky? We had peace until Ghoul Jar Jar. Under Ghoul Jar Jar, we were safe, but now... Please don't acquaint this to bad leadership. This was literally an attack from nowhere that no one had any idea about. Thanks, I think I'm alright. Did you see them? The soldiers? They look like people, but they killed and killed with no hesitation. If they attack us again, how do we hope to defend ourselves? Well, the wall's definitely not going to help because they can blimmin' fly over it. One of the reasons I'm always like a bit dubious of whenever there's like a fantasy thing and that flying mounts are like common. I'm always like, well, if these flying mounts are common, are walls that useful? You know? Because what use is a wall when you can fly over it? Oh, there's one person. I mean, sure, the vast majority of people wouldn't have flying mounts, but surely it lessens the effect of them. Thank you, miss. But my husband and son, they were... I mean, I can't do anything to help him. My condolences. The only hope I can give you is the fact they seem to be collecting something, which may be collecting souls, which may mean that we can save them. but I admit that it is a bit of a, what would you call it, like a shot in the dark at the moment. Right, we'll check higher up. Maybe that's where the last one is. I wish it got progressively smaller as you saved more and more people, so that you knew general locations of where things were. Because I'm just sitting here going like, I don't know where I've checked and where I haven't checked. Are they here? Yeah, there they are. Angered. My thanks, I'll be fine now. But we failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where was Val Wuklamat and Val Connor? Ugh, they're not to blame, I understand, I do, but I need to clear my head. Where are we? Yeah, we're going over there. I would be brutally honest in this situation. I'd be like, angered by the fact that he didn't win the first promises, decided to take everything by force. But we're not going to allow that. You're finished with aiding the people here? Thank you. They were children among the wounded. Children. Now? No. Now isn't the time. There's still others who need help. Could you go and see how things are on the Talon March, and afterwards go and find Alisay at Bevy Bayside? Bayside Bevy? I still think it should have been Bevy Bayside and not Bayside Bevy. I think it rolls off the tongue more. I'm not sure if this is quicker, but I want to use the teleport because teleports are cool. Let's survey the damage. Please don't destroy these. These are really useful. By destroying them, you're destroying Garul Jar Jar's memory. There's no evidence of significant damage. From the fighting did not spread this far, it seems. There's not really any gods left. Thank the 12, even though they're not there, really. Do 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 do. Bit of burning. We can buff this out. The fresh scorch marks on the ground are doubtless from enemy attacks. It said assault, but attack and assault are effectively the same thing. The shop appears to have weathered the chaos, though its wares have been strewn across the floor. Bang, bang, bang. Do 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 do. The port remains unscathed. Unscathed? Is that a word? I thought it said unscratched, but that's not scratched. But the enemy ships continue to loom overhead. They do indeed. If this is a different faction to the Alligans, it makes me wonder if the Alligans could beat them. Like, which one is the more advanced technology? Advanced empire? Because my thinking is it's another advanced empire. Like the Alligans were. It could be ancient Asian technology. I felt all those I could find and seen them delivered into the land's god care. As many casualties as there are, it would have been worse if the land's god hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Zawul Jar actually meant to harm the people, I mean, look around, the buildings are hardly damaged. I suspect his aim was more to incite fear, to show that he could strike whenever he pleases. But we can discuss this later. How's Lamati? Not well. She's not taking it well at all. Even after what happened to her father, she's trying so hard to fulfill her duty to the people. Still, everyone has their limits. She needs rest, and soon. Someone mentioned seeing her head towards the shore. Perhaps she's gone to the Gleam Sands. Let's make our way to the Gleam Sands, it seems.
Steady now. I've brought you medicine. Drink.
Oh no, he's gone. He's gone.
There you are, Lamati. I was beginning to...
You didn't move your mouth, Alice.
Come
on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamati. Lamati!
Yeah.
How could I?
Look at me, Lamati.
Lamati. Sorry, I'm too happy for this sad,
You need
somber
rest.
experience.
You and her both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people, I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
You do need to rest. You've literally had a family member die and another family member betray you. Just after this huge, the best day of your life, you now have your worst day of your life.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness.
And you were gonna do that.
So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people?
You know what? I'm gonna be needlessly mean to you. You won't save your people by brooding.
You're right. This isn't the time for sulking. Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do, rather than what I can't.
That's good advice.
We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokhui still longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen.
I don't think we can understand their culture. I don't think they'll let us.
I believe that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences And we did.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be the same situation.
But my brother is different. There will be no reasoning with him. He killed our people, our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal.
And I think this is an important lesson for you, Wuklamat. There will be people that you can talk to, you can learn their culture, you can like become friends with them, you can, you know, solve stuff peacefully. But there are some people that are so stuck in their ways that they will never listen to reason, because the reason will never be enough to shake their conviction. And those situations, violence may happen. You just got to make sure that you can solve it quickly with the least amount of violence you physically can do, and effectively, so that people don't get hurt in the...
What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zorolja and kill him.
Sadly, that's true. Unless he's being mind controlled, that's my only hope at the moment. He did release it, which is, you know, I'm not forgiving him for that, but you can understand ignorance if he has, maybe his mind is in the right place. I'm fine, I just needed a moment to settle my nerves. Thank you for being there for me, and for urging me on despite all my sulking. Sitting around and complaining isn't very leader-like, is it? So much has happened so quickly, I struggle to make sense of it all. The strange soldiers, the floating ships, the new powers of Uljar commands. Given everything he's done and still intends to do, I know I can't afford to run headlong into battle, not this time. I cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray, but I will make it my strength, the strength to do what I must. Right, I'm heading back to the palace. I need to talk strategy with Konar. Could you and the others join us in a while? However we decide to proceed, I want you all to be aware of it. Oh, and could you tell Alice I'll be alright? She's probably at the Bayside Berry. Speak with Alice. She's not at the Bayside... Oh, no, she's all the way over here. That's fair enough. Why did you know that she was over here? This does not seem like a place you'd know she had gone to. Unless this is where they're keeping all the blimmin' people who are definitely not dead. I hope no one gets buried and then we find out that they've just stolen the soul. No, I assume people would be like, there's no wound on this person. Oh, you're back. But by that I mean... I take it to mean Lemati is feeling better? She needs to be strong for the people of Tural. I understand that, but she doesn't have to do it alone. So if she intends to fight, then we fight together. That said, I wish I knew exactly what we were up against. It's clearly not a person, but it doesn't look like any automaton or magitech weapon I've ever seen. As far and wide as you've travelled, though, perhaps you've encountered something similar before? Would you mind taking a closer look? It may yield some clues as to Zul'Jar's new power. Yeah, sure. Let me just look through my inventory first, though. Like, there's a spot there. So we're not going to have a problem there. Okay, what does the new stuff look like? It's not at all different, except... No, it's not at all different. Yeah, let's inspect this thing. It's very futuristic. Weapon. What are they using? The general shape of this weapon resembles a gun, but its construction suggests it's more advanced than anything you've seen before. More advanced than elegant tech? From a distance it appears to be simple armor, but upon closer inspection its construction is quite intricate. The materials from which it is made is unclear, and you see no signs of a power source. In front of where eyes or mouth might be, you see a strange sigil on the front of the helm. I could go ask the bunny people. They probably are the most advanced people we know. So what do you think? It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Indeed, while it resembles a person, it has the features that make it uncanny. It has features that make it uncanny, though the lack of face not the least of. Do you see any sign of a power source? So it probably doesn't run on ceruleum or any other conventional fuels. I tried channeling Aether into it earlier, but there was no response. That would seem to rule out it as an arcane entity. It's completely lifeless now, a far cry from the unstoppable enemy it was in battle. Even the material it's made of is mystery. Rather than metal, it's more akin to stone. Wait, haven't we seen this somewhere recently? We have, in the Sky Deep Sonat. That's right, the glowing stone used in the chamber with the gate to the Golden City. And while the soldiers are a different colour, the warships are the same black stone as the stone of the gate itself. Yeah. There has to be a connection. Let's share our observations with the others when we gather at the Sun Perch. The sooner we get to the bottom of this mystery, the better. Right, we need to get to where? Right. I'm going to move my way to the Aetherite in the middle. That should give us the ability to get to the Sun Perch quickly. It's weird that it didn't appear on the map, like when I just had the map up normally. Aetherite, all the way to here. Open the door. Close the door. Do 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 do. Do you remember when this was just about doing trials? I remember. I kind of miss those times now. At least the world wasn't as bad as this. Looks like everyone is here already.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Yeah, no worries.
And thank you for taking charge in the relief effort. We would have fared far worse without you.
Aw, you'd be fine.
Someone had to do it, that's all. Come, let's take stock.
In terms of casualties, at least 50 died in the attack. And many times that number are wounded. All available healers are seen to their care.
Good, 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 good.
Structural damage at least is limited, so essential business can be conducted without issue.
That's also great.
That said, the people are understandably shaken. We must assuage their fears and begin working to restore things to normal as quickly as possible.
Of course.
Now, the most confounding mystery remains our enemy. And their mechanical soldiers created with technology that surpasses anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What is their nature? And how did Zoralja manage to bring them under his command? Such things remain unknown.
Not necessarily.
They emerged from the dome encasing Yasolani. We're quite certain of that much.
Speaking of the dome, we have some theories, I'm told?
Wait, wasn't Cat and Rum would know what would be happening.
Indeed. I would like to call upon some helpers to join the discussion. May I invite them here?
By all means.
Is it Yastola? Please be
It's
Yastola.
me. Permission has been granted. You can come in.
Please be Yastola. Please be Yastola. Please be Yastola. And the elephant lady.
Greetings, everyone.
Oh, it's... Oh, okay, I like him as well. It's the Crystal Exarch. Wait, is that Yastola as well? Yeah, Yastola as well! The Scions are here. Where's Thancred? Wait, where is Thancred and Oranjay? They haven't left.
Raha! Y'shtola!
Waha!
After that long voyage, I had hoped that we might be afforded a moment's rest. But I gather circumstances are quite dire.
Wait, you were coming here for a different reason?
All is well in the Annex, never fear. I've already dealt with the most pressing matters, and others hold the fort in my absence.
That's good, that's good.
Following the changing of Dawn servants, Gulul Jar Jar spoke about the Golden City to his two successors. Thanks to Wuglamat, I was allowed to attend that meeting.
Oh, nice.
What I heard led me to conclude that this was a matter for the students. Thus did I call
That
upon our
makes so much
comrades who
sense.
possess the requisite
Genius.
expertise. It was actually after that the dome manifested. But, based on what we know, I have reason to believe that it is connected to the Golden City.
Of course, the materials.
While we're eager to help, we have limited familiarity with the situation. Might we trouble you to explain from the beginning?
Okay, Wuklamag got spit on by a llama and then had to trade himself up from nothing up to the point where he could buy a scented saddle so that he could go get a llama. But the first promise got a
As you
golden
know,
one.
It was a letter I found tucked away in the Baldessian Annex.
Oh, that stuff, right,
brought
sure.
me to Tural. A letter from the Dawn servant addressed to my grandfather, sent some 20 years ago.
The request to investigate the City of Gold.
Of course.
Indeed. The strange thing is, there was mention of neither Tural nor the city in our records. Hoping to learn the truth of my grandfather's mission, what he did and saw, I volunteered to help in the rite of succession. At the end of which, I was able to hear the tale from Gulul Jar Jar.
No, don't say his name.
Like us, my grandfather went to the deepest chamber of the Sky Deep Cenote. And,
Cenote?
like us, he saw the gate to the Golden City.
Is that what you required our help with? This gate?
Yes.
It was. You see, the gate was opened once in the past. And
it led to another reflection.
What? Oh, a dimension? Dun 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 dun. What? Explain it to an idiot.
I can take the story from here. Considering my part in these affairs, I reckon maybe I'm best equipped to speak on the matter.
Yeah, please. Say it in
I
layman's
was there
terms.
too, you see. In those ruins, together with Galuf and Gulul Jar Jar. And what I saw that day, I'll never forget.
Well, I guess I'm gonna experience it personally. Oh, we're gonna get to hear Galuf and the Vow of Blimmin' Wisdom talk. That's cool. We very rarely see that. Oh, that's what he looks like.
This black stone is remarkable.
He looks awesome, if I'm being completely honest.
I cannot help but wonder if the structures in this part of the ruins were built by a completely different civilization.
I think it's very likely, Guluf.
It was over 1,000 years ago that the giants mined here. Their records make no mention of glowing stones.
It harbors high concentrations of ether, and on the surface are what appear to be arcane patterns. They aren't Alagam, or Mahi, or Nemean. If anything, they put me in mind of the calculations of the South Sea Islanders, but even then...
Seven hells!
7 L's.
What did you do?
I don't think he did anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he did anything.
An earthquake?
Why is it only the 3 of them? The music doesn't really fit.
None of this has ever happened before.
A void gate? Nay, this is different.
Oh, what's gonna come out? A baby? Is this Kryl? Oh, it's gonna be freaking Kryl, isn't it? It's Kryl. There's no way it's not Kryl. I don't know what's happening. I
Baby? Now hold on. Why would you...
turns into dust. Turns into dust. Oh.
Now
What?
what's this? What is this? Who are you?
God, this is too loud. They really need to turn this down. They just left a baby and ran. I would wait. Cryo can see this. She's got the same ability as me, right? Oh damn. Well, she's got a very similar ability. I think mine might be slightly more powerful, but
Though it never opened again, Galuf continued to study the gate for years after that, hoping to learn something of value.
years. He was away for years?
All he could conclude was that it was built with unknown technology, and that it led to another world, one apart from the void.
Oh, so it's another dimension then. That's fine, we've been to a couple of those.
We'd assumed the ruins themselves were the Golden City, only to discover that the real prize actually lay beyond the gate, and beyond our reach.
There's gonna be like a realm that focused on.
Tale of the artifact either.
It's gonna be like a world in which they only focused on tech instead of like any magic or something.
As it had similar properties to the black stone in the ruins, we were convinced it was important. So Galul Jaja took it to the palace for safekeeping.
Makes sense.
Galuf, meanwhile, took the baby with him back to Charlian and raised her as his own.
That one there.
Then the child was...
The earring inside the letter to my grandfather. It was apparently found amongst my swaddling clothes.
If this is true, then it means that you hail from another reflection.
Which is insane, because I thought you die if you do that.
So it would seem. I still struggle to take it all in myself.
It doesn't really change anything.
Looking back, Grandfather was always quick to seek distractions whenever I broached the subject. But never would I have guessed anything like this.
I know he was pretty old. He could have still said he was your father. Feels odd that he made you call him your grandfather.
That's enough about me. We have more pressing matters.
Indeed we do, Kryle. Indeed we do.
The forces that assailed Tuliyola. You suspect they are somehow connected to the Golden City?
They use the same bricks.
Thinking back on it, the soldiers looked like they could have been made from the same black stone.
The ships definitely are.
And leading them was Saralja. His involvement also lends weight to the theory. On the day of the succession ceremony, a bandit took me unawares and knocked me out. When I came to, I found my home turned upside down, with a few particular items missing. Namely the keystones I was entrusted with, for my role as Watcher of the Gate.
The bandit? You believe that it was...
I mean, there's not many people that could take you down in an instant.
I only got a glimpse of him, but I was a blue-scaled Hubigo. I know of no other.
The artifact stored at the palace was also stolen. The thief struck during the ceremony, and the guard was spread thin.
So our assumption is Saralja somehow opened that gate to another reflection, where he acquired advanced technology and his mechanical army.
Yeah, that seems like what he did.
It fits. And if he did, then it's also likely that the dome is a product of this unknown reflection.
Yeah, see, their world seeping into ours.
Hold on. We've been going on and on about the reflections, but what of my home? What's become of it?
Not a clue. Not a clue, mate. I'm sorry. We're going to find out. I won't say that, because that feels a bit out of place.
Indeed. Where it concerns other realities, I dare say the Scions are best suited to tackle the task.
It's kind of our job now.
You can say that again. We've been to the literal edge of existence. Some mysterious giant dome shouldn't scare us.
Exactly.
As you know, our order has ostensibly disbanded. We'd thank you to be discreet about our unofficial reunion.
Huh. Worry not. We'll spare no effort to get to the bottom of this. And with our hero eager to help, you can be confident of the results.
Of course.
I'm coming with you. I can't say I understand everything you're discussing, but I know what I have to do.
I bet you he can.
I have to put a stop to Zorolja and restore the people's happiness.
I wonder what he was doing when they were all planning on getting on a ship and blasting out of here.
Suffice it to say, I share Lamachi's desire to join you. However, under these circumstances, it would be unwise for both vows to be absent from the city.
Makes sense.
As such, I shall remain in Tuliolol. Come what may, I will protect our nation. So go forth, sister, and do what you must.
We'll try and do our best. That's all we can do.
It may be prudent for us to likewise divide our forces. While one group ventures into the dome, the other keeps guard without.
Agreed. There's something I wish to investigate out here, so I will remain.
Oh.
I as well. The enemy's warships still loom overhead, and I would see that we are prepared for the worst.
You'll be good for the
I wish
dome.
to go to the dome.
Yeah, you should.
As a student, I have an obligation to investigate this potential threat to the world.
Also, you're from that dimension.
But I'd be lying if I said I'm not deathly curious about my origins. If there's aught to be learned, then I want to learn it.
Come on now, Bill.
Please let me come too.
Yeah.
I have to see what's become of my home. I may not be a fighter, but I know those lands like the back of my hand.
Of course we're gonna bring you.
Guide you.
Of course we're gonna bring you, Evanville.
If you hadn't offered, I would have asked. We're counting on you.
I'm not one for waiting around, so if it's all the same to you, I'll join the dome crew.
You can be a healer. That one can be a tank. Wooklamat can be a tank. I'm the DPS.
You should accompany them, Graha. I expect your knowledge and experience will be useful.
You can also be a DPS.
In the meantime, I intend to learn what I can about the gate, and will keep you apprised of my findings. Pray do the same.
Where's Thancred and Orange? Where are they?
Assuming communication is possible from inside the dome, we'll maintain contact and share any developments.
It seems our teams are assembled. A fine roster, I think.
Where's Orange and Thancred?
Looks good to me. We'll find a way to deal with the threat. For the sake of Tural.
Of course.
It's truly heartening to have you at our side for this. Thank you, everyone. Now, before we set off, there's one thing I need to do. The people are still shaken by the attack, and I'd like to reassure them as best I can.
That's fair. Make your speech. We're in no rush. Well, we kind of are, but... By the way, did you guys see that Yustola is one of the legendary creatures you can get in the new MTG thing that's coming out? I'm so hyped. I know what I must do now. Because, like, she's awesome, but that means we might get Alphino, we might get Alisei. We could get, like, Thancred. That would be awesome. I'm kind of hoping for Xenos. He'd be awesome as well. Right, I'm going to call it here. I know it's not technically hit the 2-hour mark yet, but I think this is a really good stopping point. And, yeah, I'm a bit thirsty, so I might go get myself a drink after the stream ends. So, until I see you again on Monday, well, until I see you again, hope you have a good weekend. But on Monday, we'll be doing whatever we want. Tuesday, we'll be doing, some more Baldur's Gate. On Wednesday, we'll be doing more of this. But until I see you, bye, 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 bye. Hope you have a good time. Bye, bye, bye. Hope you have a great weekend. Bye.